What's good, everybody? Welcome to another album review live painting. My name is Kiakali. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the series in which I listen to albums for the first time while painting out the concepts and themes of the album as the album goes on. So for this episode, we have Anderson .Paak, Ventura. Now Anderson .Paak, when I tell you about talent, I'm telling you about Anderson .Paak, okay? Now, I first discovered Anderson .Paak on Dr. Dre's last album, Compton. And so Anderson .Paak was the sound that defined that album, with the many features he had throughout it. And I just remember first hearing his voice, I was like, who is that? His voice sounds like velvet, honestly. It's such a strong, powerful voice, and I just knew this guy had a future. He was so talented. I already knew from that. So then I checked out Malibu, and that album I love because it really paid homage to older artists while blending it in with a new hip-hop, R&B, soulful sound. And then last year, we had Oxnard, and Oxnard was going into the direction of being more hip-hop focused, with Dr. Dre executive producing. For Ventura now, I already know to expect greatness. Without any further ado, let's get into it, okay? The first track is called Come Home, featuring André 3000. He's finally come from under the rock he's been hiding under all this time, huh? Yo, let's get into this, alright? Woo! Oh! Okay, let's go. Woo! The instrumentation right now. Oh my god.
You're all I need, all of me on my knees, normally harmony, bumblebee, hummingbird, I'm a nerd, study you, what do you double? We fighting, we before you drop a tear, I pray them stop pretending that I ain't him, I ain't them some dumb I remember.
Oh my god.
I don't like my fan bent up till it come well, that's Sullivan, sweet stuff, Willowong, push stuff, Billabong, links that minimum, we gon' get along, peace and intercom, Jesus, been along, T-I-M-E, I'm please, I'm feeling down, please, I'm feeling down, please, I'm feeling down.
Yo, André 3000 is the GOAT. He's the GOAT for that track. Oh, yo. Oh my god. Nah, he came through. It's so I forgive him now for hiding, because when he's hiding, he's cooking up that goodness. Okay. Next track is Make It Better, featuring Smokey Robinson. Okay. All right. Oh my god. Sounds like he's trying to amend the relationship he's had with someone. If there was anybody that I wanted to get back in my life, I'm playing this song, okay? Reaching too much. So right now I'm just trying to do his face. I'm trying to go with the kind of style that Anderson .Paak has for most of his album covers, where he has all these different things assembled in one piece. So I'm trying to think with that with this like album. Whoa! Woo! So one track he's talking about wanting her to come back home and trying to make it better. Now he's talking about wanting some space. He needs to get his emotions together, bro. Whoa. Anderson .Paak, he loves this little orange bandana. Ooh, this is so smooth. This is not some super conventional extra slick Oof. Bring it here, Anderson. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Oh. Man, he coming after Trump. On to the next track. That was a really nice short track right there. On to the next one. Woo! Okay. Oh! Ah! Ah!
Oh, not today.
Not today.
Somebody got some shit to say. You know what, fuck it. Only closest on me, we've carried on for days. Casually talking that global warmth. As if the temperature didn't blow out your palm.
Ha!
I'd rather count chicken wings and sushi. I've gotten used to the perks.
Ooh.
Narrowly escaping the holy war on the turf.
Yes. 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 Tell him.
I'm going crazy like, right? If they forget to die, I'm charging double for the purchase.
Ha! King James.
There's nothing new or sharp about the cutting edge. If they build a wall, let's jump the fence. I'm over this. Cold stairs can never
He coming at you, Trump.
What we built here is about the love. Come over me. What about
Woo!
what about the sea? It's come over me. We couldn't stand to see our children shot dead in the streets.
No.
But when I finally took a knee, them crackers took me out the league. Now I'm not much for games, but I play for keeps. And we salute
Shout out
each
Kaepernick.
other. Come over me. What about the love? Come over me. What about the name? Come over me. What about the sea? Come over me.
He's really not here to play around anymore. I want to explore more of the themes that were expressed on that track, because that one was the one where he's not playing around about relationships and talking about mending the relationship as he did in the beginning of the album. Now he's diving into the themes about what's affecting America. This is what he's touched on a little bit on Oxnard, but now he's doubling down. He's really saying this is how we have to position ourselves. And we acknowledge what is against us, and twisting the meaning of Kaepernick taking the knee and how it relates to police brutality. I think that's so important. Him expressing that on this song, I really want to dive into that right now. This one's called Chosen One. Okay.
You could be a chosen one.
Yes.
Need me a little baby who gon' love me and touch me the right way. Need me a little baby who gon' run up and jump in the fight with me.
Yeah, need a ride or die.
Need me a
Ooh.
little
Oh! Oh! Yes!
and a nigga up like Sullivan. Got a totally different energy up in the room. Hurt your fans when they keep you in the underground. Cool when I blow up, said I did it for MF. No cap, no cap.
Ha!
Keep you 100, blow 100.
Shout out to the underground, man.
We should be loving each other crazy.
Yeah.
We shouldn't wait till the day our days are through.
No.
We don't have to, but we have to. We don't have to do it, but we have to.
Oh my god. That that one was like my favorite song so far, man. Thinking about that song like right now currently with the context of Nipsey Hussle's most recent passing, rest in peace, Nip. Thinking about how we appreciate each other in life, not just in death. And we celebrate the fruits and contributions of our loved ones, of our brothers and sisters while they're alive. His death, how much we're celebrating him, how the world has recognized him, it's something that is very telling about the impact that people have on us today that we don't always recognize or always see how big of an impact it is at the moment. Although we see it, it's not the same impact that we think it is when they die, and then that's when the culmination of emotions and feelings really highlight each of their contributions. Twilight. Woo! Yeah. Whoa. Oh my god, his voice. Oh. Yeah. Dog. I love that beat. What can we do? Oh my god. That's Nate Dogg. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. Oh my god. Rest in peace, Nate Dogg, man. Oh man, rest in peace. And that's the last song. That is the last song. Here's the final explanation of the piece that I came up with. So from an artistic point of view and the direction I took going into this, I wanted to illustrate it as an assortment of ideas and concepts scattered throughout the album, representing an eclectic painting of monologues, concepts, built upon the foundation of an overarching theme. And the overarching theme is the complicated paradigms of love and how Anderson navigates love within his relationships and how he's critical of the lack thereof that America has for black people. I started it with the portrait of Anderson, of course, at the center of the piece, and then revolving it around a microcosm, a small world of those different pieces of the representation of love that he deals with within his life. So on Come Home, I wanted to think upon that opener, and it was such a great opener with a great André feature, and how this is a song about Anderson literally pleading for his woman to come home to him and trying to rekindle that relationship that's there. And that's why I drew this road in the bottom left hand corner, representing a metaphorical road that Anderson had built for his woman to come home. And you know, he leaves like little heart petals on the road and creating a path there in the same vein that you would as a romantic gesture on Valentine's Day, you know. And so here to the right, I drew this couple here, and this couple represents the song Make It Better, where Anderson, he talks about rekindling his relationship with the woman. It was a very smooth track, a very soulful song that touched upon the behind doors situations that go on within relationships, you know, and the beauty of loving each other to reclaim lost peace that was once over your bond, and reclaiming that peace to make sure it becomes something more beautiful, something you could work through, that the two of you can build upon each other. As you can see, the woman, her hands are not all the way around him because she's still hesitant. She just came back home. She's not sure about going through with this plan and if the relationship will survive. That's why I drew it like that, because in trying to rebuild a relationship, it's a little shaky. You don't know if it's going to work again because it already failed once. To the left here, with this briefcase and bag, that represented the song Reaching Too Much, and that's the song that's right after the song where he wants to rebuild the relationship. All of a sudden he wants his girls to create some space between the two of them, you know. And so that's like the bag of her packing her stuff and moving out a little bit because he needs some of his space back, I guess, even though he was just begging for her to come home and build upon everything. You know, in that song, he's questioning her motives. He's not really sure now, just like she may have not been sure about coming back. My favorite parts of this drawing come from the song King James. In King James, I painted a crown that's above his head for obvious reasons. What also came out of that song was his comment about Kaepernick and police brutality. I thought that was a poignant point on the album where he literally stated how it's so hypocritical for so many people to be more angry at Kaepernick taking a knee in a peaceful protest rather than all of the black men who are getting gunned down in the street by the hands of police. That's why I put Kaepernick taking the knee on top of a police car just as a powerful statement of the layers of protest and what it means to represent the needs of black people. Being a radical, and what even the definition of a radical is. Why is the importance of a life of a black man or black woman, why is that a radical statement? Why is it radical to say, don't do that? You know? So that hypocrisy, I think, was important to illustrate. To the right here, here's the handshake that I illustrated. And this is the one on the song Chosen One, where he's pleading for people to come together and to love. And so this one represents one way that we love one another, you know, within a handshake. It's one of many expressions, like a handshake, a hug, a salute, a gift, etc. This here, again, it ties back to the overarching theme of the complicated expressions of love. And police brutality, that's the lack of love that they have for black people. Questions just show a lack of understanding, a lack of contextualizing the problems of black Americans in general. Finally, this airplane in the sky with the moon, it represents the verge of the twilight, as represented on the song Twilight, showing Anderson where he's going from city to city as he talks on the song Yada Yada about his come up, and overall soaring through the sky, compiling all the emotions it is and building his career and becoming a stronger human being. I absolutely love this project. I think this is one of his best in a while. I thought the features were flawless. I thought the melodies were incredible. The instrumentation blew my mind. There were so many times on songs where small instruments would come in and switch up the beat. It really was incredible. Like, I have to give it to him. I have to give it to Anderson on this one because he really created a soulful, a meaningful, so relatable of all of these factions that and themes that he touched upon on this album through relationships, through expressions of love, through being a Black American, what it takes to be an activist, trying to be a loving human at the bottom of all of it. I'm gonna get off of this and listen to it again, honestly. So thank you for watching. My name is Kiakali. I really appreciate everything that you've done and all of the views that you've given me to make things like this come to life, because this does take a lot of work, and I appreciate every single person who watched through and seen how I draw through these things and how I listen to albums. So thank you. I really appreciate it. So with that, I'm out. Peace. Yes, Lord!